The metal lock snapped with a hollow crack that echoed through the storage lot. Alex froze, listening for footsteps. Nothing. He slipped inside and yanked the door to storage unit 42 down behind him, shutting himself in shadow. The smell of dust and damp cardboard hit first. Old furniture, boxes, and crates piled high created a claustrophobic maze. His flashlight beam slid across jagged edges, scaring up corners of cobwebs. Somewhere inside here was what he came for. In the corner, a weather-worn duffel bag slumped against the wall. The zipper fought him, rusted from years of neglect, but finally gave way, and there it was. A small leather-bound journal, Sarah's name scratched faintly into the cover. His sister had always carried it with her, jotting notes like her life depended on it. Apparently it had. He flipped open the first page, and Sarah's handwriting spilled her obsession onto the paper. Nexus Pharma. Entries detailed drug trials gone wrong, patient disappearances, bribed officials, silenced whistleblowers. Names, dates, meeting spots. Each page pulled him deeper into her private war. Then the entries got frantic. Words trailed off mid-sentence, smudged as though written in a rush. The last one read clearly, "They've realized I know too much. If something happens to me, don't believe the reports. It won't be an accident." The words made his chest ache. Sarah had been right about so many things. No one had listened. And now she was dead. Officially, it was called a suicide. Now Alex knew better. A sharp voice startled him.
"Looking for something, Alex?"
The beam of his flashlight swung wildly to meet the silhouette in the doorway. A badge glinted, Detective Lena Torres. She stepped inside, calm, almost too calm.
"You shouldn't be here,"
she said, eyes on the diary in his hands. He tensed, ready to bolt, but her expression softened.
"Relax. I'm not here to arrest you. I want the same thing you do, the truth about your sister."
Alex's throat went dry. He didn't trust it. He didn't trust her. But when she spoke of Sarah's case being dismissed too quickly, and how she'd never believed it was suicide, he felt his resolve falter. Against his better judgment, he let her stay. They began working together, late nights spent poring over pages of the diary. Sarah had written in code sometimes, symbols, shorthand, references only she could decipher. Alex tried, fumbling, but Lena seemed to crack them easier than he expected. Too easy. Still, he said nothing. The leads were chilling. Bribes to regulators, missing hospital records, clinical deaths buried as errors. Everywhere Sarah had looked pointed back to Nexus Pharma. And yet, something gnawed at him. Lena always arrived before him, always had a suggestion of where to look next. Twice, when he'd mentioned a passage from the diary, she'd brushed it off with vague excuses. Red herrings. Don't get distracted. One night in a diner, she leaned closer across the booth, her dark eyes steady, and said,
"If Sarah was onto them, then Nexus will come for us too. We need to keep the diary safe. Let me keep it overnight, lock it in evidence storage. That way you're not carrying a target on your back."
Alex hesitated. Something in her tone was too practiced, but he was tired, worn from chasing ghosts. Against his instincts, he slid the diary across the table. Back in the parking lot, heading for his car, Alex realized he'd forgotten his coat. He circled back quietly, hearing voices over the low hum of a running engine. Lena was still inside her patrol car, her phone pressed tight to her ear, her voice low and sharp.
"He's found it. He has the diary. We'll need to silence him before he talks."
Every bone in Alex's body went cold. His pulse slammed in his ears. Sarah hadn't been paranoid. She'd been hunted. And now so was he.